Rabotai, we are learning the holy Orchot Sadikim, amazing stuff right here. We are saying, in Chad Ga'ava and arrogance, heaven forbid a person should have any arrogance in his life, heaven forbid, eradicate it. It's like a cancer for the neshama. Okay? I'm serious. It's very, very bad. It's a strong word I use, but at the end of the day, this guy, you're going to see that the Orchot Sadikim says, if he's a Baal Ga'ava, he doesn't come back for Tchiyat HaMetim. There'll be a time where everybody will be resurrected. There'll be a time where everybody will come back alive from the dead. This guy won't, because he's a Baal Ga'ava. Baal Ga'ava means he's not just arrogant. He's the master of arrogance. You know, I told you, sometimes you see the guy is, crazy. He has the whole package. The whole 9 yards, he has the package, you know? And he's walking into the wedding or whatever it is, to the party, and forget about it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, So therefore, a person has to understand, he has to be humble. He has to understand whatever beauty he has, whatever honor he has, whatever power he has, whatever money he has, whatever fame he has, that's all a gift from God. That's all a gift, and it can be taken away like a snap of a finger. And he writes, Hashem sees the heart inside. Nobody can tell what's inside of you. Hashem can tell what's inside. God knows. God knows. You feeling your hot shot, mat shot, or not? Understand? Always attribute the success to Hashem. Always. And like that, guess what? Hashem gives you more and more. He says, okay, look, this guy knows where it's coming from. Let me give him more, because then he'll have a big connection with me. You understand? He says, the hidden things are Hashem knows. He writes, wild stuff. He says, if you're not careful and wise and alacrity and energetic to save yourself from Ga'ava, even though you have Torah and Maasim Tovim, you have all the good. Has v'shalom, Gehinam. Now this is a very big Chidush, by the way. I'll tell you why, because we know that the Averah, he gets punished. He does a mitzvah, he gets reward. Now he's telling you Ga'ava is on that level of Has v'shalom to get punished because he has that Ga'ava. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand you, Josh. Yeah. Legit, this is what it's saying. It says, a guy does a sin. He gets punishment. He gets Gehinna, Has v'shalom, suffering, whatever it is. Now he's telling you, if Ga'ava, he has to eradicate it. Has v'shalom, otherwise he has that Has v'shalom, he has to purify that in the next world. I'd rather fix it this world, no? Yeah, of course. For sure, no? Makes sense. Fix it this world, no? Okay. כי היצר אורב לו ומביא טענות וראיות להביא אדם לידי גאווה. He says, the Yetzer wants to ambush him. Teddy, you're missing out. Teddy, let me tell you. Listen. He says, the Yetzer orev lo. He says, the Yetzer hara is ambushing the guy. He wants to trap him. He's very smart, the Yetzer hara. He's a smart, witty guy. And therefore, you have to understand, he wants to, and he brings proof that he should feel that he's better than everybody else. Yeah, you should feel better than everybody else. Think about what you have. Think about what you did in life. What are you talking about? You should. And he brings real proof. And the reason is that because the Yetzer wants to uproot you from the world. He's talking about Olam Haba, by the way. This world and the next world. He wants to eradicate you from Gan Eden. That's what he does. That's what he wants. He wants to put you in Gehinna. He wants to get you out of Gan Eden. That's his job. That's his job. What do you want from the guy? That's his job. He's hired to do that. What do you want from him? I have my job. What do you want? And all day long, he's trying to get you. And every day, he's trying to get you. Yeah, you have a battle. Every one of us. Every one of us has a battle. It's not a. I'm not telling you any hadush over here. You know that, right?
So let's say that guy who is feeling like the Yetzirah tells him to feel much better than everyone else and to this, to that. Now the guy says, okay.
Yeah.
Then he goes to Hashem and says, thank you Hashem for all these wonderful things you gave me. think you ain't ashamed.
Okay, yeah. Now he's telling you something else. Josh wants to add Hadush, which I like. He's saying that if the Yetzirah does try to get you and say, oh yeah, feel you better than everybody else. Look, like the guy's body built. You know, the guy's built. He has muscles. Look at this. Look at my body. Another guy has a body like this. So you got to think. Hashem gave you a gift. You know, I did bodybuilding when I was 18 years old. I was in yeshiva, and across from me was the like they had like not a gym but gym. Like they put a room with weights. I never worked out. You know what I'm saying? I was 18 years old, and one of the guys over there, every single guy was working out. So one guy's like, of course, one guy's like, you know what? I got to work out. I'm telling you, some bodies, like when they work out, the body is like, whoa, how'd you get, like, wow, this is crazy. Some people, they work out, their bodies looks like the guy looks like a balloon. You know what I'm talking about? The guy looks like some guys, it's like a perfect fit. You know, Joe, you know what I'm talking? Some guys like a perfect fit. They work out, they do their weights, they do this, they do that. It's like a perfect body. Some guys, they look too big. It looks messed up. Like his arm is like that. It doesn't like fit, you know. His chest is like a little bit too big, and you know what I mean. So now what? The bodybuilder, the guy who's looking.
They take steroids.
Yeah, even if not steroids, no. Some bodies, even with the weights, it doesn't look good. No, I'm serious. Doesn't look good. So therefore, how can a guy have gav? Yeah, not proportional. So how can a guy have gav? Oh, look, I'm bigger. You see, it's a gift because some guys are messed up with the Hashem gave you. Okay, do it. You have to understand. Wow, this is amazing. He says, don't be lazy to win the Yetzirah day in and day out. You heard? That's a very important point, by the way, boys. I'm telling you straight up. I'm going to put this on for a second. But he's bringing out a point over here. Don't let every day in, day out, it's a battle. It's all good. But guess what? Hashem pays big. And when you know that he's paying big, it's worth the battle. Right? Now, he says, there's a famous story with the Havat Lavot that he writes. There was one time a guy, he had a general army and he fought a war and he beat the war. It's an example that he gives. He comes back from the war. I beat them, the hardest country. I knocked them out. So one of the generals, the head general, said, "You happy that you beat him?" Yeah. Says, "Yeah, that's just a small war." He's like, "What do you mean?" He says, "You have a battle against yourself every day, right? Discipline. How many people do you know that's on a diet, right? No donuts, no this, no whatever it is. They last for a week, and then all of a sudden comes Hanukkah, they eat the donuts, whatever it is, you know. Comes this, I got a birth. You know how many times it happened to me? I said, I'm going to go on a no sugar diet, you know. All of a sudden I get invited to bring milah, you have pidyon haben, you have a wedding, and now you're there. And all of a sudden you get to the wedding, you get to there. Oh, and they built a whole new station, a crepe with the sauteed, I don't know what, this, that. And I'm like thinking, oh my goodness, what's going on over here? And they have a new I don't know, waffle station with a hazelnut cream, and what is this? Imported from Italy, kosher, the number one. Like what? The week that I said I'm going on a no sugar diet. Go figure. You know, the Yetzirah always plays the game. But what you have to make a Kabbalah. This is what I'm doing. Do or die. I'll make it happen. I don't care. Full. You know that. How many times people on a diet? They last for I don't know how long and then they fall.
And when you pass the test, you feel amazing.
You know? Oh, like Mike Fax is saying, when you pass the test, you feel hadid. You feel like a champion. You know, one guy said to me, you know, people in the beginning might be tough, but when you get used to it, it becomes no-brainer. Example, I'll take myself for an example. I used to eat fried all the time. Fried. I used to have fried. You know, chicken, kib, all these fried, and everybody knows fried is unbelievable, you know. One day, I woke up with a crazy stomach ache, and I accepted upon myself that I made a Kabbalah. What was my Kabbalah? No more fried. In the beginning, I tell you, the first month, murder. I'm telling you. There's that. I said, no, I'm keeping it. I don't care. Now, after a few years of no fried, I don't even get a temptation. There's no like, oh, sick. You know, churros like, oh, you don't have a taste of churro, you don't have a taste of fried donut. I don't know what it is. I don't even have a pleasure. It doesn't dawn upon me. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you do it again and again and again and again, you eradicate it. This is a very big advice to fight the Yetzer Hara. Because in the beginning, yeah, it might be tough. It's like that in anything. A lady, she wants to be tzniut. She's so used to not wearing tzniut, and now she's being tzniut. Rabbi, it's hard. And of course it's going to be hard. First week or two, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. And then all of a sudden it becomes a regular dress. This is what I do. You know, tzniut. It's not, in the beginning, yeah, it's challenging, yeah. I'll give it to you. Month, 2 months, who knows? 3 months maybe even. But after that, that's it. And you might get comments, and you might get this, and you might get that, the lady might get. But that's all part of the challenge. And guess what? Hashem's reward is great. And Hashem will pay for that time forever and ever and ever. She'll be rewarded. And there's everything with the Yetzer Hara. You fight it. In the beginning it's tough. You get used to it. And then it becomes normal. Well, Josh.